we're joined by a celebrity historian making a connection between the state of Arkansas and the money in our pocket.
Ooh, I can't wait to learn more. A famous poet, writer, and performer can be seen on the set of 2022 American Women Quarters from the U.S. Mint. We're joined by celebrity historian making a connection between the state of Arkansas and the money in your pocket. That's next right here on Good Day NWA.
Welcome back. The history of coins goes back almost 3,000 years, and currency is where countries honor their heroes. We have Raffi Andonian, a celebrity historian, joining us today about how Arkansas is tied to newly minted quarters. Raffi, welcome.
Yes, welcome.
Thank you. Yeah, it's such a wonderful time to be here on National Black Poetry Day to talk about Maya Angelou.
Yes,
cool.
Absolutely. We'll be talking about Maya Angelou. How did you get started as a celebrity historian? Let's talk a little bit about that.
Wrote a few books, worked at different historic sites. I worked at Gettysburg, I worked at Martin Luther King Home, I worked in Los Alamos where the atomic bomb was created. And then from my experiences and my studies, I wrote some books and eventually started to get on TV and started to go around sharing historical content.
I love that.
Yes, and I love the topic that we're going to be talking about today because Arkansas has a tie to the newly minted quarters. So we're going to be getting into that.
Yeah, that's right. You're going to ask us some questions. Am I understanding that correctly?
I can ask you, you can ask me, however you want. But I can quiz you though. Do you know how many? Do you know how many halls of fame in Arkansas that Maya Angelou's in? 2 of them in Arkansas.
Okay, 2.
Arkansas Black Hall of Fame. Arkansas Women's Hall of Fame. Those aren't the only ones. She's also in the National Women's Hall of Fame and some other places too. But here in Arkansas, because she grew up here in Arkansas, there's that local tie, and it's the only state that has 2 halls of fame with her in it.
Oh, nice. And a lot of people may not know she did spend some time in Stamps, Arkansas when she was young. She spent about a decade there when she was young.
As a paternal grandmother. That's right. She moved here from St. Louis and spent a lot of her childhood here.
Yeah, that's right. Stamps not very far from where I grew up. I used to drive through Stamps, so I'm very familiar.
Really?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Okay. Raffi, I think we're ready for maybe another trivia question.
How about another one? How many Grammys is she win?
Oh,
Grammys. 3.
2.
I don't know. That is 3.
It's 3.
And the category was spoken word. And it was 3 different occasions, so it's not like it was the same piece that won 3 times. There's 3 different occasions, so she was consistent, right? A lot of people forget that Maya Angelou, earlier in her career, she was a performer. She also was in opera. She toured Europe doing opera. So you can imagine when you're doing poetry, a lot of poetry isn't just the words, but it's the spoken word, the category that she won. It's how you deliver it. So she was a great performer. She knew how to, say the words, to deliver the rhythm. And that is why she was able to win those Grammys. Now, of course, she went on to win all kinds of other awards. A couple of highlights nationally, of course, you have the Congressional Medal of the Arts and Presidential Medal of Freedom. She got both of those later in her life, among many honors. But I love that she won a Grammy, or actually 3 Grammys, for poetry because it shows you what a strong performer she was.
Yeah,
absolutely.
It certainly does.
I think if we can zoom in on these quarters, because if you didn't know, Maya Angelou is on some of the newer quarters that you're seeing.
She is. So there's the American Women Quarters program that the United States Mint is doing, and they're honoring 5 women this year. Maya Angelou is one of them. And so if you look in your pocket, you may have that quarter in your pocket because it is circulating now. If you don't have it in your pocket, you can go to your bank, or you can even go to the U.S. Mint's website, the .gov website, and go ahead and order it from there. You can order a roll. So there's multiple ways you can get this quarter if you want to collect it, or you want to use it, or you just want to check it out and say, there's Maya right here in my pocket. Because remember, again, money literally has value, right?
It's true.
And so we're really honoring nation's heroes by putting them on money. Because remember, on the other side of Maya Angelou is who? George Washington. Doesn't get any bigger than that. So
That's
George
huge.
Washington and Maya Angelou.
Yes.
Yes, that is awesome. Who are the other women that will be honored on the quarters as well?
You have Wilma Mankiller, who's from New Mexico. You have Anna Mae Wong, who's from California. You have Sally Ride, who's from San Diego, but also spent time in Houston. And you also have Nina Otero Warren.
Wow.
Okay. So those quarters,
very cool.
Are they going to be released throughout this year or just over the next couple of years?
They're all this year, all 5 of those. Now, there are several more that will be coming over the next 3 years, but there'll be 5 each year over the next 3 years. But these 5 that we just talked about are this year. And then there'll be future ones released over the next 3 years. It's a 4-year program. We're only in the first year.
Wow. Okay.
Can I ask you a question? I got a question for you. Ready? Bum, bum, bum. This has to do with one of my favorites, Oprah Winfrey. Right? So here's the question. Maya Angelou told Oprah Winfrey that she loved wearing which uniform at which job?
Streetcar conductor.
Oh.
So she was a kid, right? She's 16 years old at the time. She's at George Washington High School, which I think is interesting because she's on the corridor of George Washington now, right?
Sure.
But when she's 16, you know, she's a kid, and you get attached to jobs for different reasons. She loved the uniform. She told Oprah that. She said, I just love the uniform. You want to know how she got that job?
Yeah.
She went into the city office. She sat in the city office and just read Russian literature.
Really?
Until they were like, all right, fine, we'll hire you.
Right. You're hired. Okay, you're here, you're hired.
That's persistence, right?
No one can do
that
like
is
her.
persistence.
That's awesome. Thank you for joining us, filling us in, letting us know about these amazing
Great way for National Black Poetry Day, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Raffi,
what a
thank
day
you so
for you to
much.
be here.
That's awesome.
Yes.
We'll
Stay with
be
us.
right back.